welcome everybody to FikaAI. We're going to talk a bit about AI topics. My name's Stephen Chin. I run the developer relations team at Neo4j, and I am very pleased to be joined by Mattias Karlsson, who is both the speaker at DevNexus and also the illustrious leader of the JFocus conference and the upcoming JFocus AI or J.
So we call it AI Focus.
AI Focus.
So
conference.
Conference.
Yeah. So amazing to be here and to be chatting about all the things. Now, we were chatting about this earlier, but our program name is FikaAI, and I'm not sure a lot of people get the cultural reference to Fika, but I think we have an expert on
so
Fika.
how come you call it FikaAI? Because I mean, Fika for me is a Swedish word. It's when you take the 3 o'clock break with coffee and your colleagues and have a cinnamon bun. So why do you call it Fika?
I think we're taking AI into little bite-sized chunks that you can share. I made that up on the spot. Share with other people. So that's why it's called FikaAI.
You could have just said that marketing figured out the name, right?
It was joint naming, but yes.
I like it a lot. It's a good name.
Yeah, we also did interviews at the JFocus conference, which was awesome. And hopefully are also going to be at the AI Focus Days.
You are?
We as a company.
Of course. So that would be in Stockholm, Sweden. So do you know who else is in Stockholm, Sweden?
Well, one of our customers was in the news recently, and they're based in Stockholm, Klarna.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. So since we're supposed to talk about AI, so Klarna today made at least for you, a big announcement, right? That they are changing a lot of things. So
they made TechCrunch. It had a big article. I think the headline was something about like companies aren't going to replace Salesforce with AI. But they also talked a bit about their customer service use case and application, and this is something which we've been working with them for a while, for the past year, to build a more accurate, more explainable customer service response system. And I think this was the first public statement. They talked about that system where they actually mentioned it's powered by graph databases and Neo4j technologies. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think that Klarna has been really early with AI stuff. So I mean, for the last quarterly or yearly report of Klarna, Sebastian actually replaced his entire presentation with an AI bot instead. So he was like not doing the presentation, but a virtual version or AI bot version of him was doing that. And he has been really vocal about how much they are using AI now. And I don't know if Klarna is a well-known company in US, but I think that they are moving in here. And I mean, it's a payment provider, or buy now, pay later.
Yeah, they're doing really well. So it's exciting to see that like not only Neo4j having Swedish origins is doing an amazing job, but also we're all going to be using Klarna for payments soon.
So do you think that people know that also Neo4j is a Swedish founded company?
Perhaps. I mean, Neo4j has been around for, I think, 15 or 16 years, quite a long time. And our headquarters is officially the US, but the founders are all from Sweden. Our biggest development office is in Sweden. And it's a beautiful city in Malmo, so it's great. Very close to Stockholm and the community there.
There's a lot of good things coming out of Sweden, including the new AI conference and the JFocus conference. So that's good.
So speaking of the new AI conference, what topics or what focus do you have for the event?
So from the way I see it right now, we have a lot of developer conference like DevNexus and Johan and Neo4j or GraphCon, right?
Graph Summit.
Graph Summit. Okay, sorry. That are targeting like developers and our craft and what we do, but they're also AI conference today, but they're all like visionary, targeting I would say business people, and it's all about what is going to be solved with AI tomorrow. So we're trying to bring that together, so there will be a no nonsense pragmatic one-day conference with 3 tracks. And it will be like, what can you do now and how should you start, and very pragmatic, So kind of connecting the vision with what we can do now, where you start today to gear up for being really in a good place for what's coming up tomorrow then.
Yeah, no, I think that's an important topic. And my experience speaking at a lot of different AI conferences over the past year is we moved from this phase where people were interested to learn and it was novel to now they want to know how do I get to production? What sort of how do I do testing? How do I do implementation of this? And actual use cases from customers, like technologies which they can use to improve the quality of the results, to make sure that they actually can build a good production system, are much more interesting than just the latest framework or the latest buzzword. Like people actually want to get in production with AI, and they are doing it actually at quite a high rate.
Yeah, so basically we were thinking about 3 tracks or 3 themes at the conference. So one is obvious for all of us that are here, that is like tools and ideas and things that makes developers more productive and support them. The second track is but how do I use AI in my system to provide something to my customers? So that is a little bit different angle, right? So how do you pull AI into your system? And the third track will be more of AI for leaders in tech. So that will be case studies, what people are already doing, what you're how to connect your organization and tech leaders, your CTOs and architects and so on, with what you actually can do now and where you should start. And again, connect that to the developers so that you can start directly after the conference and innovate in this. Yeah.
No, that's exciting. And I think it's the sort of content which a lot of folks were asking for, even at the JFocus conference. Sure. So it should be really good. So something else interesting is I heard that you're embarking on a little road trip.
Yeah.
Tell us more about what you have planned.
Yeah, so basically I will do a small road trip. We have done road trips before, you and me together, but this time I'm going on myself, I think. So I'm going to rent a car and driving from Atlanta over to Redwood Shore in California. So that will be a 10-day trip.
So you know that one of those places is on the East Coast and one of those places on the West Coast.
Yeah, so it's coast to coast.
The U.S. is a little bit bigger than Sweden.
I know. But Sweden is very long. But this will be definitely, but I have 10 days. So I will go to New Orleans and I will visit some Java user groups on the way over, Albuquerque.
Cool.
And Roswell to see some aliens.
Nice.
Maybe they have AI there.
They could.
I guess so.
How do they fly their ships around?
Yeah.
They don't really have, aliens don't have hands, right?
So unfortunately you can enjoy it this time, but we will probably have another road trip in the future, right?
Definitely. No, it sounds like an exciting trip. Best of luck on your journey across the US to Java 1, visiting all the different user conferences. Right. And thanks so much for joining us on FikaAI here at the DevNexus event.
Thank you very much. Let's go grab some coffee then.
Yeah, let's have some Fika.
Yeah.